that we will never forget. We were hit with a pandemic and we had to choose between thriving or surviving. And as a company, we chose to thrive. We chose to thrive because it was important for all of us, from a team member to a manager, to really see this future forward for Coot. We chose to take a new norm, and the new norm for us was to rise together as a company. And rising together was how we have taken this pandemic day by day, week by week, and month by month. We used an amazing group of people across the business from different functions to really support us to take this forward. And I am super excited and very grateful for a group of people that I will be talking to. So Sujar, CMT for most people is crisis management. And the team that we've had have done such an amazing job. But what most people don't know is that CMT did not start with COVID. So what can you tell us about that?
Sir, first of all, thank you for the inspirational leadership of starting the CMT way back in 2019 September. At the time, we were not aware of the pandemic, but we wanted to safeguard our company, we wanted to safeguard our employees, and we wanted to safeguard our customers. So with that knowledge, with that umbrella, the CMT was created, and we are looking at general information about how we can be safer together. But in February, we shifted into the COVID crisis management.
So February comes, we hear that there are few cases around the world, and we started to think differently. What did we do?
See, we had a very, I will say, foresighted approach in terms of looking at what might happen and how should our response be. How we can really inbuild the confidence into our teams, as well as how we can be more resilient.
Right.
So the first time you had called the emergency executive meeting and you laid the path very clearly, what is our green, amber and red scenarios.
Right.
So this, I remember in February itself, we were very clear how we are going to move forward. So we had the team working on, with your guidance, the scenario planning, so that we are well advanced prepared to face any eventuality.
So Sujar, a question that I think in everyone's mind, a pandemic that no one plans for, and decisions that are made by the government, made by the company, and changes that are almost on daily basis. How did you guys manage that?
See, we as Coot, we are a family. So this crisis made us to really club together as one family. So how we safeguard our family, that is the ownership management had. So that was imbibed to us. So that was the real secret behind our thought process and the way every day we had a call at 1 to 1:30. Even Mr. Ami, you were there part of it.
Right.
So we discuss everything in terms of any rumors, any information, everything we try to cover in that, so that we plan to make sure our team is safe and our family is safe.
So Nidal, we started something called the comms desk. Can you tell us more about it?
We created the communication desk to have over 4,000 employees under one roof, under one communication platform, that we can reach them at any time, at any place they are, to make sure that they are safe and they are connected with the full information. You know, when the pandemic happened, there's a lot of false information that was going on. And we want to reach to our employees, reach to our family, and make sure that they are safe and they are up to date with the information that the government that enforced to us at this pandemic.
So Nidal, I am interested, because I'm sure a lot of people have seen tens and hundreds of communications, pieces of videos and information that we shared. Can you tell us something about behind the scene? Like, how do you go about deciding what to communicate, when to communicate? How do you go about designing it?
Well, it's actually, this is a collaboration of a lot of people. This is, for example, the posting that we were handling the posting. I was me and Ramenta. CMT communication, it was between Yasmin and Sujar. And Holly, she was designing everything that we do on this channel. So it was a collaborative of a lot of people putting their effort and all the information under one thing and one communication to make sure that you are safe. So behind the scene, I remember one time you called me at 2 o'clock when the first curfew happened. And I think it was just a point where everything was under pressure. A lot of people, they don't know what's going on. Curfew hit us. We don't know what to communicate. So straight away at 2 o'clock, I received a call from Mr. Amin, and he's telling me, Nidal, are you okay? All good. And this is the thing that happened behind the scene, that you don't have a time for your job. It's a lot of lives depend on the communication that you are going to send. A lot of people depending on you what you are going to send. Rather than hear it from someone else, they want to hear it from you. So a lot of buzzing, it's like a beehive it was backstage. Lots of phone calls, even till early hours in the morning. I remember that we used not to have a lot of sleep because we thought that there was a responsibility towards us, towards our family, that we need to communicate with them. And this is like part of what's used to happen behind the scene.
What is Safety Champs, and how can you describe the mindset?
Safety Champs was one of the committees or the groups that the company and the management has decided to create so that our colleagues, mainly in the operation, the restaurant team, since safety was the main priority for the company and the management, we were trying to make the communication and addressing any kind of medical cases to be reported to the right people, so that our teams in the safety, actually the Safety Champs, it was part of or consisted of like 6 groups. These groups has been created so that it can cover the whole area of Kuwait.
Thank you for that answer. I think we have done such an amazing job, and I was part of a lot of calls, like Nidal said, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, that talks about how we need to quickly make a decision to help. We've had a lot of amazing rising stories, and the theme of this year is about rising together. I am really interested to hear one of the stories that you feel really embody what Rise Together for us.
Yes, as you said, Samin, that there was so many cases, but one of the stories that I do remember in details, one of our colleagues, she was pregnant, and she was about to deliver, and it was during the lockdown of Mahbula area. We all know that how it was difficult to get the access to the area, to Mahbula, either in or out. We have received a call from our hotline that one of our colleagues needs help. Immediately one of these members in the Safety Champs, they have attended the call. They were able to get the case out of Mahbula, taken to the hospital, making sure that everything is attended with her needs, with the husband, the whole family. They were with her the whole time until, alhamdulillah, she got delivered safely.
Was it a boy or a girl?
Actually, I can't remember, but but the details. But yes, she was under a full attend by the team until even we have managed to arrange a temporary accommodation out of Mahbula. They took her back to Mahbula because they were living in Mahbula area.
Right.
In brief, it was difficult to get people out of Mahbula, but the team did a good job actually to attend the
I would second that. The Safety Champs have done such a fantastic job, and this is just an example, and I know many of you would have interacted with one of the team members in the way that you needed help. Now, to think of the way we've done this, we talked about crisis management. We talked about how we communicated to people. We gave examples of how we were supporting people. But today, if you walk to any of our locations, you see these stickers and things that we're doing, right? We call it 360 safety. Now, under the bigger umbrella of GET, I think we need to answer the question. Elias, what is GET?
It was as well one of the most exciting things. So, in brief, this year turned our life upside down. It changed the life of our customers, it changed the life of our team members. So, GET is guest experience transformation, and it was created to do this adaptation on the way we serve our customers and to provide trust, to provide safety, and to provide convenience to both our customers and definitely our team members.
Elias, why GET is important? I know you explained what GET is, but why is it important now?
It is very important now because we are in the middle of a pandemic and we wanted to make sure that really we have a 360 safety. So we are looking at every single detail to ensure that when our customers enter our store, in addition to getting a great customer experience as they used to do before COVID, they are safe and they have everything convenient to them. We've added lots of stuff to ensure that they really are having this safe and great experience, and definitely contactless one.
And this is what I need to comment on one thing. This is the difference between our restaurants and the other restaurants. Because sometimes you go to restaurants, really, they don't check your temperatures and you don't have even label on the table saying like, this table been sanitized. But we're doing a good job with the 360 safety, that it is one of the important things that as soon as you go into the restaurant, this is what you see. And I think this is what will bring the trust to the customers to come to the dine-in again. Great job, yeah.
Thank you, Nidal. What I want to add on what Nidal was saying, it made us really proud of our team members because we were the very first companies and restaurants in Kuwait to implement this new type of great, safe and contactless experience. So it was really a proud moment for us to drive this project during this pandemic and to prepare our restaurants after the pandemic.
I've heard a lot of comments. In fact, I've heard from operators that some people have come and took videos of our locations just to, showcase examples of what we've done. So great work of what we've done. So, Elias, what's going on and what are you guys working on for 2021? That's not going to be part of the role, but 2021. What should everyone in the company know that you guys are going to give them in 2021? We need to hit the budget, Elias.
For 2021, it's going to be super exciting because now our focus is going to delivery. As we all know, delivery is the most growing business and it is a big part of our business. So now there is a huge, amazing, big team that is working to improve every single part of the delivery experience within operation, so to optimize and improve how we do delivery. And definitely, as always, the most important part for us is to influence the way we serve our customer and provide an amazing guest experience. So everyone there, be ready. The work have started. It's very exciting and you're gonna see some results very, very soon.
I can't wait. Now, for everyone out there, I have seen what they're working on. Wait and see. You are going to love it. So Joycey, C, I don't know if anyone in the company today who doesn't know what C is, but specifically this year, S in safety. How can you describe the importance of safety this year in the way we dealt with the pandemic?
Yeah, actually, sir, the C Council has been created to ensure, that our employees are safe, most especially emotional and mental. So on this time of pandemic, we do really had a lot of difficulties because most of our employees suffered, from anxiety, fear, they are panicking. So through the C hotline, our employees reached to us. Some of them were calling us personally, some are from social media, and you will feel the fear and of not knowing what will happen for the future. It's difficult to handle at the first 2 weeks because it's all about emotion. Some of them are saying that they want to go back to their country, their families are worried about them. So it's something that new to me, okay, because it's too much. Yeah, the feeling of fear is, you will feel from their calls, from their voice. So what challenged us there, okay, during this pandemic is how we will able to secure that our team members are emotionally and mentally safe. And I'm so glad, okay, that we provided it, and with the help of the safety champs, we managed to do, to make them secure not only physically but most importantly is emotionally. Because I think, Mr. Armin, that's the most challenging part on pandemic, especially the first 2 weeks of curfew.
Absolutely. No. Do it again. I can imagine that this hasn't been easy for many, if not all of us. What are some of the things that we've done to make sure that we hear our team members, we hear their concerns, we show that we care?
Aside, sir, from receiving calls from them, okay, Missoula initiated the heart checks, which we started on May. We conducted 6 sessions on May, okay, to hear from them. And from there, we understand where we should support them. And from that heart check, we managed to support them and help and provide them the help.
I'm interested to understand more. Maybe some of our team members have not been part of heart check. What is heart check?
Heart check, sir, is understanding how they feel, give them calmness, because a lot of our employees feel anxiety, stress. Some of them are depressed. So the heart checks, okay, gave an opportunity to the team member to speak out, to let them feel, to let them be heard, because they feel they are alone on that. So through the heart checks, we managed to let them feel that they are not alone. We at COOT are here. We are here to listen and to help them.
Joycey, you mentioned a couple of times that our team members were reaching out to us. What are some of the ways that our team members can reach out to us?
We have the C hotline, sir, which is 1-888-9981. They can even send to us in our C email address, which is s.e.e@cootfood.com. These are the things that we provided them to reach out to us.
Something that I feel is very important. I know you guys have done a fantastic job throughout the year, especially during the pandemic. If you had to talk to our team members in the way that you give them assurance, I know you spoke of anxiety, you spoke of, so many people are worried. What can you tell us about what we're doing as an organization and what C are doing specifically that give our team members assurance that we're looking out for them?
First of all, I'd like to thank all the support function in the company that supported operation team during the pandemic in order to provide them with the enough support and to support them to perform well and to be leading the market during the pandemic.
Thank you, Hawash. There has been a big change in operations. I would say actually many changes in operations. We have asked them to change multiple times with what Ilyas said about safety and all the changes we've done in the store. But specifically, delivery has been the biggest change for us in the way that it had grown to be the biggest segment.
Yes.
I want to hear from you, your perspective from the sense of how important was it for us to shift to contactless and cashless?
Contactless and cashless, it is under the umbrella of safety. However, it is an extra step that we took it as a COOT in order to be unique and different to the other restaurant and the other companies in the market. So what we did, with the support of all the function, so we train our driver on how to provide the best service, but with 100% safety. So we promise all our customer for delivery for 100% guaranteed safety delivery. And we promise them also if they will not get the 100%, so they will get their order free. It was not this easy, but the key it was the align and synergy between all the support function. That they train our driver and they certified them and they supported them as well in the field to ensure that we are delivering 100% safety to our customer. And I'd like to recognize our heroes, our delivery driver. Kudos goes to them because those people every day in the field, they are making minimum of 20 or 25 delivery per driver. and they manage to deliver it with the save, with 100% save to our customer with very minimum number of complaints.
Absolutely. That was a Rise moment in the way that we did
Exactly.
that. So Hawash, talking about Rise and rising together,
Yes.
I am amazed as how we have managed the pandemic. We've gone through lockdowns and partial curfew, and then all of a sudden we opened,
Yes.
and operations did such a fantastic job opening and growing so fast.
Yes.
What was the secret?
Lately, we are being very, very proactive in the last 3-4 years. And this is cascaded to our restaurant team. So they are pre-planned. They have their plan ready before we open fully. So in terms of scheduling, recruiting drivers, so they are ready. And this is the payback now. We are seeing our all brands, alhamdulillah, they are growing big time. And when we look to the figures or the result for September, it is very high number of growth. So this is the payback. We push our customer to trust us through the 100% safety guaranteed, right? And this is the payback in September and in October and moving forward. And 100% safety or the contactless or the cashless, it is not only during the pandemic. This is will continue with us. So it will be a mindset. Driver believe on it now that it is first, it is for their safety. It is not only for the customer. So it is a win-win mindset.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I need.
So I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
2021,
Yes.
what's up? What are you guys doing?
We are continuing on it with the support of the GET delivery now. It is a huge project that I believe will have a significant impact on delivery. It is about the whole experience, the whole journey for the delivery, starting from when we receive the order inside the restaurant until we deliver it to the customer, and even we get the customer feedback.
Every minute counts, right?
Yes,
Every
every
minute
second,
counts.
not every minute.
Every second counts.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. And I'm grateful to everybody for doing such a fantastic job. Rising at Coot isn't just about what we do in the kitchen. It's also what we do outside the kitchen and outside the store. So Kareem, we have done so many things during the past few months to engage with the community. What can you tell us about that?
It's nothing new about good culture when we have the social responsibility among the people who live with us in Kuwait. During the pandemic, we feel that a lot of people there lost their jobs. Some of families and some of job roles got stopped by the government. So we feel it's our responsibility now to go to this kind of people and help them, right? So we reach to some of the families who have, for example, taxi drivers who's not having a work for the time being. We reach to some families who are really need for a food. Then we donate around 65,000 meals for those families. Even we went to the hospitals because we know the country at that time have a huge responsibility to go for the government sector like hospitals and police, ambulance, and we reached out to them. And we said, let's give you a part of our social responsibility of giving you food and meals. So I remember we used to deliver food to police officers while they are in lockdown time. In Mahbula, we have to deliver food for disabled kids in hospitals, and this is give us a very good example because feeding disabled kids was not easy. But because we are a resilient company, we are accepting challenge. We know how to do it better. So we study and we come up with a meal which have a very balanced natural material for these kids. We deliver it in daily basis, hot and fresh, as usual as what we do in our daily routine. And the kids was really happy of having this experience for almost 20 days.
I want to ask you a question. I know you are a big fan of giving back. How did it make you feel to be part of such a group, but to specifically represent us in the way you were impacting the community?
My God, this is an amazing feeling. The feeling you cannot find the word to describe the feeling when we are reaching out to families and we tell them in a way, in just a nice way, we are treating you for lunch or dinner today. So even we choose the words, the scenario, the script, how we can talk to them. We was going to such deep details of how we deliver the message, because it's a very sensitive time for very sensitive families, right? So we make it in a way that we feel, all of us, we feel proud of having this kind of food. I remember a lot of the PSC team and even the operation was making sure they deliver the food hot and fresh, and they are there to get this kind of excitement, emotional with the team.
Absolutely.